we know what this combo means. We're doing a 24-hour reading challenge. I know, exciting, but hold. We're doing the timer method, so I'll be stopping the timer when I'm not reading. But I am going to pull an all-nighter and try to read straight through. The reason I have that is because I might have to do things tomorrow or stuff like that. Or I just did have surgery, so if I'm not feeling well and I need to lay down, then I will do that. Because the only reason I'm like up right now is pain pills. So I should probably sleep now that I think about it. But 24-hour reading thong. Reading thong? Okay, let's go through our TBR. I am currently reading Into the Drowning Deep. It's a horror book with sirens. So I feel like this should keep me up for the first chunk of this night. Dark Matter. So if I finish this, I still have another creepy book to push through. Yeah. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and Shark Heart. These are the two where I'll probably read one of them, but I don't know which one I'm going to read yet. And if I finish, honestly, these two books and then one of these other books, then I feel like I've earned the right to read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. And I say that because this is a thicker book, so, you know, don't want to read too much of this in a 24-hour reading challenge because then I won't finish as many books. The Drowning Deep. I'm going to finish it. I'm 114 pages in, and I want to finish it, and it's about 400 pages. So, we got about a normal novel size to get through still, which makes me feel good when I word it like that. So, we're going to be starting this. I'm going to crack this open. Let's get this challenge on a roll. We had the clock starting. Okay, let's go. Okay, I just finished chapter 8, and it just had the last, like, three sentences, and I'm just like, everything's about to go down. Okay, sorry, but the first mermaid just made an appearance, and I'm just like, like, okay, I'm also a lover of, like, Jaws, any shark horror movie, like, I am a lover of, so this is giving, like, similar vibes. Obviously, they're mermaids, but, oh my gosh, like, it's getting so good, and I had to tell y'all, I'm really liking this book right now. Okay, I have just reached page 200, and we are an hour in, so, about an hour in, so, I'm making good progress. I am a fast reader. I didn't think I'd be reading this fast, though, because of my medicine and not feeling great, but I am. I also think it's because I'm starting to really, really like this book. It, like, I could see this as a movie. Like, it's playing out in my head like a movie, and it's just, like, it's so good right now. But on page 200, stuff is starting to go down. And the build-up, like, we're at the build-up right now of something big happening, I feel like, and it's being built up so good. Like, it's like a page turner. Like, I want to know what's gonna happen. So, I have about 250 pages left. I'll probably finish it in the next few hours with how fast I've been reading. I'm a little over 2 hours in, and like the book, I'm still really enjoying it. It lost me a little bit there. I was slugging, but I'm just like, people are dying. Like, obviously, it's a horror novel. People are dying. And there's just, like, romantic relationships happening in these two characters who are married but separated, their drama. And then it, like, goes from that to someone dying. And I'm just like, it's just... I'm gonna finish it. I have, like, over 100 pages left, like 150 pages left. I'm gonna go finish it, and I'll probably check in with y'all after I finish it. I finished Into the Drowning Deep. That was such a good book. I'm gonna save all my ratings for the end of the video, so when I have my thoughts collected. But I am really tired, but I think I am gonna start another book. I might go to sleep because I did just have surgery, and if my body needs to sleep, it needs to sleep. But I might start another book first, or I might not. I haven't decided yet. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to sleep for the night and start this back in the morning. We got almost 3 hours in, so pretty good, but we did finish a book. Granted, I did already start it, so that's why I finished it. But yeah, and then we'll pick a new book in the morning when my mind is more fresh. Okay, it's the next day, and we need to choose another book to read, and I have 3 books I'm choosing between. Dark Matter, which was on my original TBR, but I'm kind of in the mood for fantasy, so I don't know if I'm gonna read this one or not. And then the 2 fantasies I have that I'm thinking about are The Stars Are Dying and Phantasma. But Phantasma is almost 500 pages, so I don't know if I want to do that. So this one is just at 400 pages, which is shorter. But I haven't heard the best things about this book, but like I also haven't heard, like, I've heard mixed things about this book. I might try out The Stars Are Dying. I think it's also in Kindle Unlimited, so I might try this out and see what I think. Okay, I only read chapter 1, but I can already say I don't like the writing. I'm still gonna read it for now. I'm gonna give it a little bit more because I'm intrigued, but the writing, she writes it in a very confusing way, I will say. So okay, so I got like 40 pages in and I can't do it, so I'm glad I tried to read it, but I just can't do it. It isn't for me. I don't know what I'm gonna read, so I'm gonna try a few books and then come back to y'all when I have something picked out. Okay, I started Dark Matter, and it's actually really good so far. I'm like 22 pages in, so not that far, but I'm gonna keep reading this, and yeah. Oh, please stop. Okay, I am 100 pages into Dark Matter, and it's really like interesting so far. I feel like if you like 11/22/63, you like this book. Like, they just have similar vibes to them. I mean, this doesn't have time travel like 11/22/63 does, but it's very intriguing. I finished Dark Matter. This was so good. I don't know. We have to choose another book after that. Oh my gosh. So unbelievably good. We've been reading some good books. I mean, this is only the second one, but also I think we're like 18 hours left. Something like that. I don't know. I'll put it here. I don't know if I said in this video that I'm also reading Dark Age. Like, I started this book before the video, but I'm only 20 pages in because any Red Rising book, like, I think I'm a fast reader, and then I start reading these, and it takes me like a long time to read them. So I'm reading it very slowly, and I'm just reading right now because I don't know what else I want to read yet. I'm only 20 pages in, but if you know anything about me, I love this series. The first trilogy has my whole heart, and I'm not sure how I feel about the second half of the series yet, but I did really like Iron Gold, which is the book before this. So I am enjoying it, but I do read it a lot slower, and I also annotate the books. So I think I took too long of a break between Iron Gold and this one, so I'm trying to remember everything that happened. So I'm going to keep reading this for now, I think, and then choose another book soon, hopefully. Okay, I just realized I haven't updated y'all in like an hour, but I got 32 pages into The Fury of the Gods, which is what I'm gonna do for my next read. And I know it's longer, but I really want to read this book. And then I got to page 34 of Dark Age. So I think these are going to be the books I focus on for the rest of the challenge. I'll probably finish this, and there'll still be a little bit of time to read, but I'm going to be reading them at the same time. Okay, we're going to do this. Any time I have after this book, I have to spend it reading Dark Age. I just feel like it's going to push me to read it more. So yeah, basically this is gonna be the rest of our readathon. The time, that's what it is right now. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I don't know if I'll be reading much tomorrow, but if I do, I'll probably time it. I don't know if I'll be able to film anything because I'm gonna go to my family's house, but I do need to decide if I'm gonna bring Dark Age or The Fury of the Gods, so I'm gonna have to pick one of those. I'll probably do that in the morning with y'all. Okay, so I have decided to continue reading Dark Age in bed. I don't know how far I'll get into it, but I'm just gonna read a little bit more. Whenever I finish reading, I'll update y'all on time. Okay, so I just read for about 30 minutes. Here's what time right now. And I'm now on page 60 of Dark Age, and I think I might stop for the night, but I'm not sure yet. I might want to keep reading. Okay, guys, we're about to set out on an impossible mission, and that is to go get an energy drink from downstairs because my mom might get a little mad. She thinks I'm still awake just because I just had surgery and she wants me sleeping. But I was just finishing up filming some book TikTok, so go follow me on my book TikTok. I'll put it right here. I post on there a lot more than I post here, but I'm trying, guys, to come back to YouTube. I'm trying. The plan is to finish this book tonight in 3 hours. That's I don't know if I can do that, but that's gonna be my goal because it's already 1 a.m. So if I finish it within 3 hours, it'll be 4. And maybe I'll have momentum to go a little farther. I don't know. But the reason I'm saying that is I just want to finish a book right now because Dark Age is what I've been reading for the most part. I haven't picked up The Fury of the Gods since yesterday. And I'm absolutely love this book. But, you know, I start getting that urge to finish a book. So we're going to go into a short book just to get another one done. So I'm going to go downstairs, get an energy drink, hopefully without anyone noticing me. And I'll let y'all know what happened when I come back. Mission was successful. So we have an Alani, which my mommy bought for me today. And what are these called? Poppy. So that's like our drinks of the night. Finally doing it. I don't know the last time we updated on time, so I wanted to pop in, show you what time's at. And I'm 78 pages in, and it's actually really good. So my reading slowed down a little, I feel like, because I'm actually enjoying it. But I have had the urges to read this beast. So I'm like, okay, let's think for a second, actually. What if every chapter, or let's just say every, like, 50 pages of this, I go and I read one chapter of this. Does that seem reasonable? Because I'm still going to finish this tonight. And I'll continue this, which is a goal anyway. I think I'm going to do that. This is one of those books that you put off reading for 6 months. Like, I got this in June. And then you start reading it. You get about 80 pages in. And then immediately go on Amazon and purchase the second one. Here's my new plan. Get 100 pages into this, and that's only 30 more pages. Finish Emily Wilde's, and then go back into this and read. That's the plan right now. And I'll catch up with y'all soon. Y'all, it's like 4 in the morning and I'm still pushing through. Here's the time right now. And Oh my gosh. Guys, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I just finished Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I think my original goal was to finish it by 4 a.m., which with a book normally would be realistic, especially this size, for me to read it in like 3-4 hours. It's 5:50, almost 6 a.m., and I finished it. And I, at one point, was like, I'm so tired, but I couldn't put this book down. I feel like it is like, to me, it felt like so much more than what I've heard about it. And I just can't believe I put this book off for so long. Oh my gosh, this book was amazing. I feel like you could already tell what my rating for this book is probably gonna be, but I am in love. Also, we are finally 12 hours into the challenge, halfway point. I'm also at the point now where I don't know if I should sleep. I just finished Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So good, but I couldn't put this book down. I feel like it is like, to me, it felt like so much more than what I've heard about it. And I just can't believe I put this book off for so long. I'll give my full rating at the end of the video because I'm still gonna sit on it for a little bit. But, oh my gosh, this book was amazing. It made me like rethink everything about cozy fantasy. I think it's considered cozy fantasy. And I've decided that I don't know, like I really, I feel like you could already tell what my rating for this book is probably gonna be, but I am in love. Also, we are finally 12 hours into the challenge, halfway point. And I did in fact order the second book and the first book in the hardcovers, and I'm probably gonna go to Barnes & Noble today and get the second book in this edition. Oh my gosh, it was just so good. I'm gonna read the second book as soon as I get it, as soon as I get my hands on it. I'm also at the point now where I don't know if I should sleep or if I should just keep reading and, you know, thug it out. So next day I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and maybe half price, and then we're gonna keep reading.
Hey guys, we are 12 hours in, and our next read is Under the Oak Tree.
Okay, I'm back home now, and you saw Kieran. Last clip I said was Kieran talking, and I picked up Under the Oak Tree. If you don't know what this book is, it was originally like a graphic novel that was published online in chapters. Like, you couldn't even buy it. And I think volumes of it came out. Also, I don't know for sure if it's a graphic graphic. I don't know for sure if it's like graphic novel or like what is considered web novel. That's what it says. And I read it when it was originally just a web novel. I read this book originally when it was just a web novel. So reading it as an actual book is just like, I'm basically rereading it because it's basically the exact same thing. But that's why I'm enjoying this book so much, just because it's like nostalgic, because I think I read it when it was like only 3 chapters, and it's like so long now. So wow. Also, really beautiful book in general. So I'm gonna keep reading this, and yeah, also this is our current time. I accidentally stopped the clock, so I had to restart at 12 hours, which is where we were at anyway, so gonna keep going. Okay, we have 8 hours left, and I am 300 pages under the oak tree. And if you don't know what this book is, basically they get married, and then the guy's a knight. He used to go to war for 3 years, and then he comes back and takes her to his like castle, and she thinks he hates her, but he actually has been missing her the whole time, and he thinks she hates him. It's but they don't. Anyway, 300 pages in, it's just so good. I don't know why, I'm just so obsessed with this book. I already know everything that's gonna happen too. Okay, I finished Under the Oak Tree, and we have an hour left on the timer, so I'm gonna jump between these two books, and then I will come back when it's done and do final ratings and everything. The timer has stopped, which means we stop reading. So let's go over all the books I read in this challenge. Hey guys, in the last part of this video, we're gonna review all the books I read. Into the Drowning Deep was really good, but there were some slow parts for me, so I gave it a 4.5. Dark Matter was a thriller that, like, I was literally gripped to the page in shock, and it's a 4-star. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies was so good. It's a 5-star read for me, probably even a 6-star. I can't wait to continue the series and read the second one. Lastly, I read Under the Oak Tree, which, if you don't know what this book is, it was originally like a graphic novel online that updated by chapter, and now it's just now got published into like an actual like book. So I've already read this, so obviously I give it a 5-star because I loved it as a graphic novel and I loved it as an actual book. Then we also got 182 pages into Dark Age and 32 pages into The Fury of the Gods. Thank you for watching this video. I'm trying to upload more, so hopefully I see y'all soon.